everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, guys, I want to take you through briquette making. I know someone is wondering, what are briquettes? What are briquettes? Yes, here I'm going to show you what briquettes are, and then someone is wondering, still, from which material are they made? Okay, what are they? From which material are they made? Briquettes is another form of fuel which is commonly used in Africa. If you're watching this video and then you are using briquettes and you're not in Africa, please, I want to know. Go down in the comment section and comment that. I would like to know if also people outside Africa are using briquettes. So briquettes, I want to take you through the whole process, how we use them, how we light them on a charcoal stove, and how do we use, how we use them to cook. Okay, without wasting time, guys, let's get into the video and I take you through the whole process. One of the materials, guys, which we use in the making of briquettes is this. We are calling this sawdust. Okay, if you have been to the carpentry, you'll observe this very well. You understand this very well. There are those ones which are this. If you have been to the carpentry, you know that they always produce the wood shavings and then sawdust. Sawdust is in powder form, and this is what we want for briquette making. Okay, don't use wood shavings, instead use sawdust. Okay, hope you've seen sawdust. Another material we are going to use in the making of our briquettes is charcoal dust. Here is charcoal dust. Okay, for me, where I get this charcoal dust from, I go to those guys who sell charcoal and then they collect this, and then for me I go and buy this, but it is so cheap compared to using charcoal itself. Okay, another material I'm going to use is in here. It is clay, but when you get your clay, we have to first soak it. We have to first soak it, and then it becomes like a paste. It is that paste that we use in the making of our briquettes. Okay, so now guys, let's see the whole process, how we handle each material at a time, one at a time. Okay guys, here is our sawdust. The problem with the sawdust is that it comes along with big particles, and those big particles are not good. If you just use it the way it is, your briquettes will be smoky, and then that's not good. So what we do to remove the big particles, we just take all this to our sifter, which is here. This is what we use to remove the big particles. The big particles I was telling you guys, you will not mold your briquettes when these big particles are there. So that's why it is good to first make your stuff, your sawdust to go through the sifter, and then you remove all these big particles. You see all this, guys? All this is not good in your briquette. As when you're molding, it will be very hard for you to have it intact. And then also the briquette itself, it becomes smoky, like it produces a lot of smoke when you're cooking with it. So edge is very important for that case. I'm going to remove all this and then I resume until I finish all this. Now friends, we are done with the sifting of the sawdust. Now we are going to sift the charcoal dust. But because it's so dusty, what I always do is to first pour in water so that the dust reduces. But better to do it like overnight, and then the water soaks in very well so that by the time you work, the dust has reduced. Otherwise, you suffer with dust. So I think that is enough for now. I'm going to remove the top. Now as this one is soaking, I'm going to be sifting what I've put in the basin here. So when you add the water, the dust reduces so that you don't suffer the dust so much as you are working. like what I said for sawdust, that when these particles remain, you cannot mold your briquette very well. So what we do is to choose to first remove these ones which are big. But the difference between sawdust and charcoal dust is that at least for the charcoal dust, these big particles, I can go ahead, put them in a sack, heat them, and then become into powder form, after which I can use them in the making of my briquettes. Nothing is wasted here. There is no wasting. There is no wasting at least. Or if you have a mortar, you put in a mortar and then you hit them until they become small, and then you can mix them again, and then you make your briquettes. So now these ones, I think they are for heating. Let me remove them and keep them somewhere. Now guys, here we are. This is the charcoal dust after sifting it. Hope you see how fine it has become. Very, very fine. Okay, now we are going to measure this. I have here my bucket, my factory buckets. Okay, so I'm going to measure, and I see how many buckets of the charcoal dust I've collected. This is one. I'm pouring it somewhere here. And then this is the second one. I think my mixture is ready for use, and as well do it with my hands to ensure uniform mixing. Yes. So this mixture is now ready for use. Okay, let's go to the next stage. Guys, now we are here on the next stage. This is our mixture of sawdust and charcoal dust after sifting the two. I've said whichever measurement, whatever you choose to use. I'm going to use this smaller bucket. If I measure 2 charcoal dust of this, then I add quarter for sawdust of this. Okay, if you use this bucket and then you measure 2 buckets this size of charcoal dust, then we are going to use quarter of sawdust of this, and then we make the mixture which looks like this one. Okay, so now that we have this one which we've already worked on, let's go to the next set and we see how we work our briquettes. I said the other material we are going to use in the making of our briquettes is the clay. This is clay. Okay, I'm going to be putting it here as I work. Guys, briquette making is a mess job. So messy. So if you are this towny girl, you may not be in a position to make briquettes because it is so messy. After working in your nails, you may not be able to make this. So messy, and you cannot even make them with the gloves. You can't say you're going to wear gloves and then you make briquettes. No. So here, you see that enough clay, you put enough clay here. The clay is going to work as the binding agent, you know, to keep all these particles together as you're working. So if you do not put enough clay, they will break. They will break and they will not burn for a long time. They will burn for a short time and then they keep breaking. So to come up with the best briquette, put some clay. Don't put a lot still, because when you put a lot, still it won't burn, you know. So one thing I've realized about briquette making, if you choose to start making briquettes, as you work, you'll be able to correct yourself. Like the other time, when I put this quantity of clay, my briquettes came out like this. When I put this quantity of charcoal dust, my briquettes came out like this. So you keep learning as you work. Okay? So now after putting our clay in the basin, you try to break it, and then it breaks. And then after that, we are going to be getting from this mixture, and we put here, working until we see that we can mold them into balls which are firm. These ones you put first, you see that at least they absorb all the clay. Like the clay breaks very well in them, so that even when you put later, you are sure that clay is already uniformly distributed in the mixture. Otherwise, if you don't do this, some parts of your mixture will have clay and then the rest won't. They'll be having only water. So this is it. I see it is still watery. I cannot mold that. So I put more mixture. And then still when you work and you start, you put a lot of clay, you can still go ahead and you add water. This time you add water, you will not add clay. Okay? I think from what I'm seeing, my mixture has got a lot of clay. So let me add water. Then I mix afresh. Briquette making is messy, guys. Don't come to this if you are someone who is a city girl who's not used to doing that work. Ooh, check how messy I am. Yeah, this is the life of an African girl. You sweat to get what to eat. By the way, guys, I didn't tell you why I chose to make briquettes. There are other many fuels I can use here in Uganda, but why? Why briquettes? Why did I have to choose briquettes? You know? Let me finish mixing this and I tell you why I chose to use briquette as my fuel at home. I'm almost there. It's also for someone energetic, you know. Hey, if you're a lazy girl, you won't be able to make this. Ooh, are you seeing the energy I'm using, guys? A lot of energy, you know. Meaning the day you are going to make briquettes, you must eat well. Otherwise, it requires some energy. Can you see that, guys? This is it. This mixture is fine for molding, okay? Now we start molding our mixture into like ball shape. Are you seeing how I'm doing it, guys? Some make very big ones, but I prefer making medium-sized ones. Why? Because they dry faster, and also the energy you use here is not so much like the ones which are so big. So that is one. Guys, check how I do the molding. I'm going to spend some time showing you how I do the molding, because the people have taught briquette making, the molding teases them. So I'm going to play this for some good time for you to master molding. I have testimonies. People, my neighbors use briquettes. I don't know if one is around to testify the good of briquettes over other fuels. By the way, I wanted to tell you why I chose to use briquettes, why not any other fuel. Guys, here is the story. The story is, when I was still alone, I had a small, I didn't have much to cook. I used to use electricity. From electricity, I bought gas. I was fine with it. Then when my family became big, I started using charcoal. I used charcoal until the first lockdown. That first wave of corona. Guys, someone said the best teacher for the year is corona. It has taught us for sure. It has taught us, guys. I was not earning. I was just home. I'm a teacher. You know how teachers are affected so much with this lockdown. So I looked at myself not earning. At the same time, the stomach still demanded, I needed to eat. Guess what? A sack of charcoal went up to 70,000 Ugandan money. And that's a lot of money, guys. If I'll convert that to dollars when I'm editing, so that you get to know the amount of money that, what it means, like 70,000 Ugandan money. To someone who was just seated home, not working, but spending almost 2 sacks every month. You're not earning, So my neighbor was like, you guys, something we saw somewhere, people using charcoal dust and then sawdust, they make something of the nature, and then they use them to cook. Then we're like, why don't we give it a try? We went ahead and tried it. We tried it, and so that the thing was working. Guys, I showed you that first sack for charcoal dust. Guess how much do I buy it? I buy it 5,000. It is a border guy who brings it here. I pay him 1,500, meaning on charcoal dust I spend only 6,500. 6,500. And then the sawdust you saw, a sack is just 3,000. A sack of sawdust here where I am, and I guess countrywide here in Uganda, sawdust is not expensive. It is just 3,000. And then if I put in a transport, a border guy, I'll pay him 1,500, meaning I'm going to spend 4,500 on what? On sawdust. If you can total how much am I spending on that too? And for the clay you have seen, it is just free there. Just go down there and I collect my clay. It is free, And then I come back here and I mold, I do this. I find it even entertaining on my side, because I'm idle nowadays. I'm not working. So I just keep home, I make my briquettes. And then I'm stocking even for that time. When we have resumed the work, I guess for the sacks I've stocked, they'll be enough to take me through, I think, throughout the year. So that is it, guys. That's why I chose briquette making. This is it. Are you seeing how I'm doing it, guys? This is how you mold it. So you grab it like this, and they work, You turn it, you do the same. You turn around. So you keep pressing it from all angles. Are you seeing it, that, guys? By the way, and the quality of your briquette still will depend on the pressing you give to it. The more you press it, the harder it becomes, and then that briquette will be so good. It will burn for a long time compared to the one which is given a slight pressing, you know. So this is it, guys. Not so far so good. So this is how we do the work. Now guys, after you've molded your briquettes, you bring them under the sun. Are you seeing the ones I made in the morning? My morning routine nowadays includes making briquettes, as you are seeing them there. So after making them, you bring them here under the sun, but you try to space them so that they dry very fast. On a very hot day, if it is too hot, just 2 days are enough to have your briquettes dry, you know. So you leave them under the sun, and then at the end of that day, they'll be halfway dry, you know. And then when you bring them again the next day, they will be super dry. All right. So now guys, these are the sacks I've stocked for future use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. Guys, this is a lot, you know. It is going to take me for the whole year when I'm using these briquettes. And guess how much I've put in these ones? I can tell you, with 1 sack of charcoal dust and sawdust, I can make these 2, you know. 1 sack of charcoal dust and then sawdust, I can make 2, you know. You see how much I save, guys. So this is it, guys. If you've liked this, please go ahead and start right away. Don't waste. If you want to start right now. There's no any other time to start. The time is now. Let's fight poverty together, guys, you know. Now guys, are you seeing this charcoal stuff? On that, these ones have been burning for so long because I've been using this to cook beans. But this is how it looks. Guys, it really cooks like even more than the charcoal, you know. So it has cooked beans. The beans are here. Are you seeing guys, the beans? They are here. Put them on this one charcoal stove for briquettes, you know. So guys, that's it. That's it. If you've liked this video, please go ahead and give this video a like. Okay guys, that's it for now. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please guys, give this video a like, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell for the new video updates. Okay, love you guys. Bye bye. See you in my next video. The work, you know, you turn it, you do the same, you turn around, so you keep pressing it from all angles. You seeing it, that guys? By the way, and the quality of your briquette still will depend on the pressing you give to it, you know. The more you press it, the harder it becomes, and then that briquette will be so good. It will burn for a long time compared to the one which is given a slight pressing, you know. So this is it, guys. Not so far so good. So this is how we do the work. Now guys, after you've molded your briquettes, you bring them under the sun. Are you seeing the ones I made in the morning? My morning routine nowadays includes making briquettes, as you are seeing them there. So after making them, you bring them here under the sun, but you try to space them so that they dry very fast. On a very hot day, if it is too hot, just 2 days are enough to have your briquettes dry, you know. So you leave them under the sun, and then at the end of that day, they'll be halfway dry, you know. And then when you bring them again the next day, they will be super dry. All right. So now guys, these are the sacks I've stocked for future use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. Guys, this is a lot, you know. It is going to take me for the whole year when I'm using these briquettes. And guess how much I've put in these ones? I can tell you, with 1 sack of charcoal dust and sawdust, I can make these 2, you know. 1 sack of charcoal dust and then sawdust, I can make 2, you know. You see how much I save, guys. So this is it, guys. If you've liked this, please go ahead and start right away. Don't waste. If you want to start right now. There's no any other time to start. The time is now. Now guys, are you seeing this charcoal stuff? On that, these ones have been burning for so long because I've been using this to cook beans. But this is how it looks. Guys, it cooks like even more than the charcoal, you know. So it has cooked beans. The beans are here. Are you seeing the beans? They are here. I put them on this one charcoal stove for briquettes, you know. So guys, that's it. That's it. If you've liked this video, please go ahead and give this video a like. Okay guys, that's it for now. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please guys, give this video a like. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell for